dear children, in this video we'll be seeing part 3 of decimals and its application. So in the previous class we saw how to convert a fraction into decimal. Here we'll be seeing how to convert a decimal into fractions. Let's see the first example. It is 0.8. So as you can see, after the decimal point you have only one number. So you have to divide this number by 10. So after the decimal point you have only one number, so it is 8 divided by 10. So you can just simplify it. This both the numbers goes in 2's table. 2 4s are 8, 2 5s are 10, which can be further simplified and written as 4 upon 5. You can also leave it till here. You can also write it as 8 by 10. It is also a fraction, but further if you simplify you get the answer as 4 by 5. Here again if you see it's 4.2. So again if you see after the decimal there is only one digit. So again if you see it can be written as 42 by 10. It can be written as 42 by 10. Now 42 by 10 is an improper fraction. You know that when we have an improper fraction we always convert it into a mixed fraction. So 42 by 10 can be written as 4 2 by 10. 42 by 10 is written as 4 2 by 10. So when you further simplify it, you get it as 4 1 by 5. You get it as 4 1 by 5. So again I repeat, 4.2 is written as 42 by 10. Why 10? Because after the decimal there is only one digit, so 10. So 42 by 10 is written as 4 2 by 10 in the mixed form. So this is further simplified and written as 4 1 by 5. Or if you want another way, you can just write the decimal, the number which comes to the left side of the decimal is a whole number, right? So you can write the whole number here, and the number which comes after the decimal, that is to the right side of the decimal, is a decimal number. So 2 by 10. So it is further simplified and written as 4 1 by 5. Moving on to the third example, if you see it's 5.12. Children, again I am insisting it is not read as 5.12. It is read as 5.12. So 5.12, as you can see, after the decimal there are two digits. So it has to be divided by 100. After the decimal there are two digits. So it has to be divided by 100. So it's 512 by 100. It's 512 by 100, or you can write 512 by 100. Again that becomes an improper fraction, so you have to convert it into a mixed fraction, which gives you 512 by 100. When you simplify it further, this both the number goes in 12's table, no, 4's table, yes, this both the number goes in 4's table. So 12 divided by 4 and 100 divided by 4 gives you 3 by 25. So it's 5 3 by 25. So this is how you convert a decimal into fraction. The next important topic is equivalent decimals. Now you all know we'll be learning this, okay, word equivalent. So equivalent means same or equal, right? We have learned equivalent fractions. You remember the fraction might look different, but both the values are same. So again here the decimal that have same values are called as equivalent decimals. So if you see this both, okay, if you see they have divided this into 10 equal parts, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. This particular picture is divided into 10 equal parts, and this particular picture is divided into 100 parts, like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, then 20 30, like that 100 parts. So as you can see, but the number of shaded portion is equal in both the cases. As you see, this much part is shaded, and here also this much part is shaded. But when you write, it is written as 0.10 or 8 upon 10, whereas this is written as 8 upon 100. But the amount of portion shaded is equal. So it is called as equivalent decimal. So 0.8 is also equal to 0.80. So if you put a 0 after 8, the value of this number won't change. But if you put a 0 before 8, the value changes. So this and this are the same. This and this are the same. Hence they are called as equivalent decimals. So as you can see, the number of portions shaded is equal, but it is divided into 10 parts, and this is divided into 100 parts. So that is why it is called as equivalent decimals. It is 0.8 and this is 0.80. They both are equivalent decimals. Like and unlike decimals. Okay. So what do you mean by like and what do you mean by unlike decimals? Let's learn this with the help of an example. Talking about like decimals, as you can see, there are two decimals I have given. This is 4028.32 and 25.03. If you see, I am reading it as 32, not 32, and this as 03, not as 3. So if you can see, there are two decimals, and after the decimals point, both the numbers are having two digits. So after the decimal, two digits, and after the decimals, two digits. So if the decimals are having same number of digits after the decimal point, it is called as like decimal. Like here, after the decimal point it is two digits, and after the decimal point two digits, so it is called as like decimals. Whereas if you see here, after the decimal point it is two digits, and here after the decimal point three digits, so it is called as unlike decimals. It is called as unlike decimals. So here it is after the decimal two digits, here after the decimal here 2, but here 3. So it is called as unlike decimals. So quite easy to identify, right? So this is called as like decimals, and this is called as unlike decimals. Now why we need to learn like and unlike decimals? I'll tell you. Now when you remember, we learned ordering and comparing of numbers in chapter 1, how to order numbers. Why we learned that? Then only we can write them in ascending order, ascending orders, or we can compare which number is bigger and smaller. Similarly, in fractions also we learned ascending and descending order, right? So in decimals also, to understand which number or which decimal number is bigger or smaller, you need to know like and unlike decimals. So let's see in the upcoming slides. So converting unlike decimals to like decimals. Now how are you going to convert unlike decimals into like decimals? As you can see here, it is 0.6, here it is 1.23, it is 6.512. Now if you see these three decimals, they are unlike, they are not same, because here after the decimal point you have one digit, here after the decimal point you have two digits, here after the decimal point you have three digits, so they are unlike. So if you want to arrange them in order, you need to convert them into like. So whenever you convert a decimal or fraction into like, then it becomes very easy to add, subtract, or compare them. So what I am going to do is, I am going to convert this unlike decimals into like decimals. So let's see how. So for this you have to choose the number or the decimal number with the maximum number of digits after the decimal point. So this has one digit, this has two, this has three. So yes, this is the number with more number of digits after the decimal point. So I am going to compare the rest two decimals according to this. So every decimal, that is this decimal and this decimal, should have three digits after the decimal point, like this. But here only one number is there. So what I am going to do, I am going to add two zeros. So adding zeros will not change the value. 0.6 and 0.600 is the same. The value will not change. So as you can see, after the decimal point I have three digits, like this. Now here there are two digits, so I need to add only one zero. So now if you see, all three decimals are having three digits after the decimal point. So this unlike decimals have become like decimals now with three decimal places. So converting an unlike decimal into like decimal is very easy. So now once you know how to convert unlike decimal into like decimal, you can order them, that is you can arrange them and you can compare them. So how to compare and order decimals? So first, make the comparing decimals equal in length by adding zeros to the end. Equal in length in the sense, they are telling you have to first make the unlike decimals into like decimals. Now as you can see, it is 0.59 and it is 0.583. Now which is the highest? This, because after, I mean not by the value but by the number of digits after the decimal point. This number is having three digits after the decimal point, whereas this is having two. So obviously this is more big. So what I am going to do, I am going to make this like according to this. So what I am going to do, I am going to add a 0. Right now this is 0.59, this is 0.583. So we have to compare. 0, 0. So same. Next 5, 5. Again same. So go for the next. 9, 8. So yes, this one is bigger. So as you can see, this one is bigger. Similarly, if you see this number 0.357 and 0.359, they are of same length as it is. After the decimal point it is having three digits and here also three digits. So you just need to check whether which number is greater or not. So compare the numbers. So 0, 0.